Hey guys, this is NK Productions back again with another mini guide. This one is travel and stealth. Hey guys, I'm coming to you guys today with what I call the Nomad's Circle. I guess it really is a square, so we can call it the Nomad's Circular Square, or the Nomad Square, or the Nomad Circle. But nevertheless, that's what it is. Alright, so basically what it is it's just a loot area for the map. For the video purposes, we'll say you spawn somewhere over here, maybe by refugee camp, or more by Vernal. So what begins here is you spawn by Vernal, and of course you loot Vernal. You go to prison, Mason, radio station, then Quarry. You skip factory, and you just skip factory as of this point, because factory is a huge gathering place for players when they first spawn, and you will encounter almost always a player there. And spawn rates, there are pretty good civilian spawns, but not a whole lot of great opportunities for military stuff, so I just skip it. From Corey, you skip Fort Ruins and you skip Yale and go to Trinity HQ. Fort Ruins has maybe like one or two military spawns, I think, even if that. So it's not really worth your time. I guess you can go there if you want, but again, it is a gathering place because it's tall, and when people spawn around that area, they want to go there to get loot. I know there are military tents in that area, so you can get those along the way. Then you go skip Yale because, well, no one likes you, Yale. It doesn't really have much stuff there either. Go to Trinity HQ. Trinity HQ, not a lot of people have actually found stuff there or been there for an extended period of time. I have not been there for an extended period of time much either, but I have found a few military packs and machine guns there in my time. in my time there, so yeah, that's pretty good. From Trinity HQ, you go up to Dirk. Dirk has a hospital and a fire station, which is great. Skip Pitts Park, because Pitts Park basically has nothing of use. You go up to Mansion. Mansion is arguably one of the best places in the game to be. Not only does it have military spawns, but it has a hospital. Though there are a lot of players that go to Mansion because Mansion is awesome and it looks cool too. Uh, it's still a great place to go. You skip on flats because, like Pitts Park, it has basically nothing of use. You go straight up to Hark, and Hark has the fire station and tents, so that's great. From Hark, you go to the Old Mine. Old Mine, I've actually found quite a few AKs there, so because it does have military spawns. It does have military spawns, that's confirmed. I have found quite a few guns there before. From Old Mine, you can go to Cemetery. Cemetery, I know, has military spawns in these two buildings behind it. It's kind of set back towards the wall. There's these two buildings, like, pushed back, kind of. I've found a few guns there before, like a PP-19 and like what was it, like a AK-12? So many versions of AKs, it's hard to keep track. So you can go there if you want. It's optional. Then you go to refugee camp, covered up by this arrow here. Refugee camp, it's obviously good. There's not a whole bunch of loot like there. I haven't really found like a whole bunch of stuff at refugee. That's just me, I guess. But yeah, it's still a good place to go because you'll find a whole bunch of ammo there is what I found. And then you start to make the circle again. By the time you make the circle again, all the loot will respawn, and yeah, you can keep doing that and getting loot and everything. And that's great. But warning, in the south, you try to go a little bit fast, like kind of not really rush it, but try to go, a little bit faster than normal. Don't linger in places too long, because what happens is a lot of people tend to stay in the south. I don't know the reasons for this. There are more landmarks here because it's kind of more spread out up here, but I don't think it's a whole lot more loot down here. It's kind of balanced out. I think it's probably because of kin. because it attracts so much attention, and it's in the southern area of the map, so people just want to kind of hang around here. I guess it's my opinion on why a lot of people are in the south, because I actually have fought more people down in the southern area of the map than I have in the northern area. I don't know, like I think just more people like to stick around down there, so try to go a little bit faster here so you don't get caught up in some battle between you and two other guys with the bike or something like that. Some crazy stuff that happens in Bach. Some crazy stuff. Uh, I will not get into that because I will get off track and it'll be terrible. I just know it. I'm gonna address Kin right now. I do not like Kin. A lot of people like Kin, say it has great stuff in the center and everything. I honestly think that you lose more gear going at a Kin that you actually get out of it, because you use a lot more blood bags, bullets, and food and drink, than you would if you just stayed out. I realize there are fire stations and hospitals and police stations, but majority of the time there I got killed by zombies, not players, because you always encounter the horde of 20 zombies in the middle of Kin that jump on you as soon as you fire your gun. Then you start screaming because you can't make it to a building or something. That always sucks. But if you watch one of my videos, you know what I'm talking about. That was intense. Like camping. But if you are in Ken, just stick to the rooftops and you should be fine. For the most part, anyways. Usually other players like to stick to the rooftops as well, so you'll get spotted, but at least you won't get chewed up by the horde down there. I'd probably say. Ooh, what is worse? Off topic again, I'm sorry. This basically concludes the Nomad Circle. If you know what a nomad is basically a person with no home. So I guess that really makes sense because you're always moving around and such. And yeah. So that basically concludes that part, and I will move on with the stealth portion of this video. Hey guys, hoped that Nomad Circle helped you guys. Nomad Square Circle, Nomad Circular Square, whatever. Hoped it helped you guys. I just want to clarify though, it's not like I'm not an amazing player, I'm not some ultimate strategist. I'm sometimes I'm terrible. Sometimes, the majority of the time I can be awful. But I just want to let you guys know that. So I do have many mistakes, and you will see that in my videos a lot. I will make these mistakes, and it will end up my life. But, like a lot of times, I leave my gun with one bullet in the magazine without reloading it before I attack a player, or I leave my gun on semi-auto. So it's parts like that's kind of that's what sucks. But it's stealth. All right, let's get into this. It's kind of hard to do it in this game, to do stealth right. Because there's not a lot of dynamic space, I guess you could say, to be hiding in. There's not a whole lot of like vegetation that you like, tall grasses and deep like valleys and like water and everything. Like you can't hide in closets and stuff, There's not a whole bunch of that, because it's not like you'd be able to do that without the game lagging hugely, and no one would ever want to play it, ever. But it is kind of hard to do. But I have a system that really works for me. It's not necessarily stealth, so to speak, with the quotes, finger quotes here. But I guess it's stealth. So I call this the DOV system. I kind of just made this up 5 minutes ago, but it works. For only $24, it can be yours today. No, the DOV system is made up of distance, object, and view. Sorry there. Distance is basically how you want your distance. You want to keep it, from the person that you're stalking, or you're trying to, or you're seeing like what they're doing, right? It's the distance from the target, from the person. You always want to keep, I would say, a medium distance. You wouldn't want to be far enough so that basically you can't see what type of gun they have. And I'm not talking about like what version of an AK they have, or if they have a flashlight attachment or not. I'm saying like if it's a Enfield versus let's say an MK17 or something like that. You want to be close enough so that you can binoc them and get their names, right? That close. You want to be close enough so you can see if they have, I would say, if it's like a heavy machine gun or something. You want to be about the distance that I am currently in this video from, oh, I'm moving so fast, from that tree right there, right behind me. You saw it a few seconds ago, or that tree right there. You want to be that sort of distance away. Or me from that rock behind me. But you just want to be kind of like a medium distance from a person. I guess that kind of sums it up. So now we go into object. Object is, you want to always keep objects or like walls, whatever, between you guys, between you and the other player. Because if you don't, well, they're going to be able to see you. This though really transitions into my last one, which is view, which is extremely important. That's probably the most important, I would say. It's the use of third person. Third person is probably one of your strongest helping hands, I guess you could say, whatever, in stealth. Because what you can do with third person is you can look around corners, right? It's really hard to explain if you've never used it before, but with third person, you're able to you scroll out so you can see behind your person's head, and you're able to kind of drag it, and so you can see around a corner. So you're gonna want to use that a lot. So that's why you always want to have an objects between you and the other person, so you can look around the corner without them seeing you. I just want to let you guys know though, the other person can't see you if you're doing that. When you use third person, it's from behind you, so you're not able to see around corners ahead of you, just like really close to you, if that makes sense. I don't know if I use it in this video or not, but I don't really think I go third person at all much, but that's basically what it's for. Also for stealth, don't stealth at daytime. You don't really be sneaking around buildings. I guess you can see it in really heavy building area like Kin or maybe Vernal or some sort of city like that. But yeah, I just don't really be doing that a lot. Also, those containers, the steel on the back of that'd be on the back of semi trucks. I forgot what they're called. They're like your best friend. When you ever see those piled up, there's like a whole bunch stacked on top of each other. Those are great for stealth. If they're open up, you're kind of able just to hide back in there as the person's going by you, and it's real confusing if there's a whole bunch there, because the person, it's hard to go through the entire area without the other person moving around. In the old map, there's a lot more examples of that, but I think there's less in this one. But that's a great way to use stealth. This is probably my number one rule of stealth, and well, with anything. If you ever see a player, always make sure you have eyes on them. I swear it is my biggest fear if I cannot see somebody. It just almost scares me half to death, because I don't know where they are. They're somewhere, but I don't know. Because they can ambush me at any time. I do not like being ambushed. I don't think anybody likes being ambushed. I think I probably said that in a video before. Whatever. But so just always make sure you know where the other person is. That's why you always must have eyes on the target. That's using the third person kind of peek around corners aspect, so you can see them but they can't see you. Always try to have eyes on the person without them seeing you. So either that means looking around doorways, looking out windows, whatever. Just make sure you know where they are, because the worst feeling is just getting shot in the back of the head. So I hope this video really helped you guys. Again, I'm not really amazing at this game. I'm just trying to hopefully help you guys out and make this game more fun. So hopefully I did that today, and yeah, I guess that really concludes it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, uh, share. It'll be great support. Honestly, it will. Um, just thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.